Railways often stretch across vast open landscapes, with dozens or even hundreds of miles separating isolated stations. To keep trains from colliding in all that space, railways rely on a strict safety protocol called the block section system. It dictates that only one train is permitted inside a designated segment of track, a block, at any given time. But this creates a geographical hurdle. If Station A and Station B are 30 miles apart, that entire 30-mile stretch becomes a single, undivided block. Because of the block section rules, a second train has to sit idle at Station A. It cannot depart until the first train has completed the entire journey all the way to Station B. Those long physical track distances directly restrict a railway's traffic capacity. It creates a bottleneck that limits daily efficiency and chokes off revenue. Historically, railways solved this by physically cutting the distance in half. They built a manned outpost, known as a Class C station, directly in the middle of the long track. This required significant capital. You had to construct new buildings, install manual mechanical instruments, and deploy staff to live at the remote outpost. Paying isolated station masters and maintaining permanent buildings simply to operate a midpoint checkpoint was a drain on operating budgets. Increasing capacity by adding a human footprint is expensive and inefficient. To handle more traffic, the modern railway required a way to split the track without building a physical station. The solution is a system called Intermediate Block Signaling, or IBS. It acts like a phantom station, electronically dividing the track without bricks or mortar. Instead of a building, the railway places an automated IB signal midway between stations, creating a rear section and advance section. Once Train 1 clears the rear section, Train 2 can immediately depart, even while Train 1 is still en route. By electronically dividing this long block, the IBS system effectively doubles the maximum train capacity on that specific running line. But without a human station master standing out on the remote track, how does the system verify that the rear section is empty? The railway solves this using specific sensor technology, automated axle counters. These devices clamp to the rail and physically count the wheels entering the rear section, and then count them again as they exit. If the numbers match, the system knows no train cars have detached and been left behind. Once the entire train passes into the advance section, it falls back under the control of the standard block instruments between the two main stations. Digital wheel counting technology replaces the need for a human's visual confirmation of a clear track. Let's shift our perspective away from the remote tracks and into the control room back at the sending station. This is the IBS panel, the operator's sole window into the invisible station. Its K indicator codes alert the operator to the track status. K1 is a critical danger alert. It triggers if a driver passes the remote IB signal while it is set to on, meaning danger. Codes K2 and K3 act as human error warnings. They indicate that the local operator forgot to physically reset their mechanical signal levers to the normal position after a train passed. These indicator lights translate the physical reality of the distant track, along with local human errors, into an actionable digital interface. Hardware out in the elements can fail, which brings us to the final code, K4. If the remote IB signal loses power or its lamp burns out, K4 lights up alongside a buzzer in the control room to alert the operator that the signal is blank. There is a physical failsafe for this scenario. A dedicated signal post telephone is located at the dark signal, allowing a stranded driver to immediately call the station. Intermediate block signaling changes the relationship between track distance and throughput. By replacing physical infrastructure with digital telemetry and automated sensors, railways can pack twice as many trains onto the exact same rails.